in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos. Strap in, this will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Leading rusher in the NFL, this is Jonathan Taylor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Ryan. Out left and complete to Thornton. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Here's Ryan. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense holds on the night's opening drive. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Deeper.
They run here with a second-year man from UNC, Javonte Williams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
It'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
4th down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal. The kick by McManus is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Taylor. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he is going to have a Colts first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now on 2nd and 13, Ryan.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send him back to the drawing board.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
14. 12.
On 1st down, Wilson.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to get the football back at their own 17. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. To throw again is Ryan.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
After the interception, here's Wilson.
Got his man, it's Dulcich.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
The Broncos at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Third and 2, now Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They didn't have a ton of yards to pick up on that 3rd down, but there was no way they were playing that one safe. They decided to take that one downtown. They must have felt that they had a big play that was waiting for them. Unfortunately, it was incomplete.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
Finds Dulcich out left side.
And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Again, Wilson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Bobby Okereke came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Here's Wilson to throw.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for the Broncos score.
K.J. Hamler.
His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Take it in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Out route complete to Dulcich. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. Give him 9 yards on the carry there. A good run. And now 2nd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And he is going to lose yardage here. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Broncos are going to get the football. A gutsy call there. Yanks at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
They start the second half here with Williams. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. And they came out